All about women, let's talk. Good evening to as many of you. Um, so I'm going to kind of wait. I'm going to wait for as many of you to come on before we start. But many of you already know me. It's your girl, Adez. So like I said, I'm going to wait for as many of you to come on so that we can discuss. And while I wait for as many of you to settle in and to um, yeah and to gist and to catch up really for and kind of continue from where we left off. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm just going to go through my notes. Okay. So I'm seeing someone, but I know that that person that I'm seeing is going to go off any moment from now. So I think I'm just going to wait a little bit more. Oh, bear with me because there's something that I'm seeing. Yeah. So I'll wait a little bit to know if that person that I'm seeing is going to stay or go off. But let me wait a little bit. Okay. Oh, yeah. You see, just as I'm about to start, that person has gone off. So let me just wait a little bit more. Okay. So yes. That person has come back on. Well, welcome to my live, and thank you for coming on. I really appreciate whoever you are. So yeah, so I believe we can start now. So again, many of you already know me. It's your girl Adez. Now, first of all, before we start, there's something that I need to kind of appeal to as many of you. Now, a lot of you, or majority of you, has not kind of really been coming on as much as before. So please, I will really, really urge as many of you to please and please and please do like us. Please do subscribe on every of our programs and activities that we do. Please, it will be much appreciated. Please help us to spread our message across. Help us to spread it viral, please. It will really, really be appreciated. Help us to boost up our subscription by sharing it out, please. It will be really appreciated. So yeah, so now we can really start. But sorry guys, one more thing, because I know that a lot of you has been wondering what has happened to Adez. I know that you all have been wondering where I've been. So I've kind of been off. I've been off camera for some weeks now. Just like not last week, but the previous Sunday, that Mr. Jimmy White mentioned that I have been unwell, and yeah, and that is actually what he's, yeah, that is not really a joke. I have not been well. And as it is, that to explain it is kind of, but anyway, the women will understand. Is that kind of issues that we face every month, unfortunately. But all the women here and young girls, they understand what I mean. So yeah, I've had to kind of stay off until I'm 100% better. I'm practically stay off and recuperate until I'm 100% better. But now I am so much better. I am so much better now and more stronger. So guys, do note that any time that I am not on live, please do note that I'm not feeling well. So I would like for you guys to know that. So yeah, so anyway, now so now we can start. So we're going to actually continue from where we left off, because we're supposed to end this some weeks back, but because I wasn't well, so I'm going to finish off and round it up, and tomorrow, tomorrow we will actually continue with a new topic. So yes, so now, so self-improvement is a broad and dynamic concept, and so compassing any activity enhances your quality of life, capabilities, and overall well-being. It is a continuous process of growth and development. Now guys, let me break this one down. So self-improvement, simply what I mean is our self-improvement, the way. Hi Michael. Oh, No, it's not really, Michael. No, it's not really been that long. It's just been, yeah, it was, um, yeah, actually, just 2 weeks. Yeah, Michael, I have been off. I've been off live because I haven't been well. That's why. And yeah, and Mr. Jimmy White did mention it the previous Sunday. I haven't been well, so that's why none of you has seen me on live. So yeah, but I'm okay. No worries, no worries, it's fine. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just one of those things that we women have to face every month. So nothing you can do. So yes, so yeah, Michael, it's lovely to have you on. It is so lovely to have you on. I really appreciate you coming on. So yeah, so back to what I'm saying. So self improvement. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. um, so anyway, back to what I'm saying. So self improvement. Practically our general life, a general quality of life, and the things we want to improve in our life. Like I have said previously that so many of us has things in our life that we are struggling and we're battling with for a very, very long time. We have been facing these problems, these challenges for a very, very long time. This is something that we not, I'm not saying all, but majority of us, this is something that we've had to deal with. It could be like since you were a child, or since you were a teenager. Yeah, it could be that. But all I'm just trying to say is that a lot of us has things that we are dealing with in our life, even up until now. We have so many things we're dealing with in our life, which is a battle day in, day out. A lot of us are facing a lot of things. It could be, for example, at work. It could be problems at work. It could be a personal issue that you're facing. Like I said, this could be something that you have been dealing with for a long time, for many years, from probably when you were a child, or when you were a teenager, or when you were a child until you got to a teenager, that you've been facing these problems up until now, and you are still battling with these problems, these challenges, a whole heap of things that you name it. But at the same time, you are looking for ways to deal with these problems. At the same time, you first of all you already acknowledge that you have these problems, and by acknowledging that you have these problems, you're dealing with it. Some of you are getting counseling sessions. Some of you probably even go to church because of these problems. Some of you do. So some of you that are Christians probably have decided to do prayer and fasting. Some of you probably decided to lock yourself in your room and to talk to God about these problems. Some of you has actually decided to sit down in your room, reflect on that problem, and be talking to yourself until you've come out of that problem. And that's also one of the things that can help. That's one of the things that can help. Not that you physically like talk to yourself, especially when you're out there. No, because when you're out there, and you talk to yourself, people look at you that, first of all, who are you talking to? They'll look at you. They'll look at you left to right. They'll look at you from head to toe, and they'll be thinking that, but there's no one around you, except if you have your earpiece in. For the if you have an earpiece in, or your headphones, or your Bluetooth headphones, then they'll now understand that, oh, okay, that you're on the phone. But it's not really advisable or encourageable, it's not advisable, and it's not an encouragement to actually talk to yourself when you're outside. It's more better that you do that behind closed doors. So in your house, in your house, like in your house, in your room, you close the door, lock yourself in your room, and sit down and to ponder, to think about those problems, think about the areas, guys, bear with me. Think about the areas that is really bothering you the most. Think about it, and be talking to yourself about this problem. And also, it's also very important also to talk to God about those problems as well, because there's nothing that he cannot do. There is nothing that he cannot do. The more you talk to yourself about the problems, the more you also talk to God about those problems. God will definitely do something, because it's not that he's up there and he's not even listening to you at all, but he's up there, and he's hearing everything you're saying. He's up there. He's seeing every single tears that you drop on your bed. Every single tears that's even soaking your pillow. He's up there and he's seeing it. He's seeing everything that is happening. He's seeing everything that is happening around you. He knows that you are troubled. He knows that your heart is troubled. The only thing that you just need to do is to keep on talking to him. Keep talking to God about that problem constantly. Keep talking to him about that problem until you get an answer from God. And also talking to yourself until you talk yourself out of that problem. That is also like ways that you can help improve yourself, improve your quality of life. It is very good to actually talk to yourself, because by talking to yourself, you're kind of correcting any kind of mistakes that you're making. So it's kind of good that it's good that you talk to yourself, so that to avoid you from making those mistakes. It is very, very good that you talk to yourself. So now, and the overall well-being. So again, it's a continuous process of growth and development aimed at realizing your full potential. So here's a deeper dive into what self-improvement entails. Now we're going to go into it deeply. So self-awareness involves understanding your strengths, weaknesses, values, beliefs, and emotions. techniques like journaling, meditation, and introspection can help cultivate self-awareness and goal settings. So you see, it is very important. It's very important for you to. It's very important for you to, first of all, to understand yourself. It's important for you to understand yourself. It's very important to understand your strengths and your weaknesses. Once you understand your strengths, the areas that you are good at, once you understand the strengths, then things will fall into place. Once you also understand your weaknesses, then you will know how to kind of adjust yourself. So if there like certain areas in your life that so as in like a certain weak point that you've been struggling with for a long time. Once you know what those weaknesses are, then you know how to thank you. You know how to adjust yourself. You know how to adjust yourself. You will know that like maybe for example, if it's a problem that you kind of talk a lot, and people will not see it as if you're trying to be friendly. They'll kind of look at you like as if you're a chatterbox, and it's not that you're not. You're just trying to get to know people. You're trying to get to know people. You're just kind of trying to get to know that environment. You're just being friendly. You're trying to get to know people. That's what they don't seem to understand. And because they don't know you, they'll look at you like an odd person. But deep down inside, you know that you are not an odd person. You know that deep down inside, you're not an odd person, and you're not a chatterbox. You don't just chat just for the sake of chatting. You're really, really trying to get to know people. And the more you get to know people, the more you're even able to make friends. And through those friends, then it will become so much easier for you. You'll be able to you'll be able to understand yourselves more. You'll be able to even also know each of your strengths and your weaknesses as well. So like the weaknesses, so that's one of it, as in the chatting too much. That is a weakness of someone. And also if a person has issues with if the person has issues with maybe their brother and sister, and they kind of fighting all the time, then it's actually kind of good to speak out. It's kind of good to speak out and talk and try and reconcile with your brother and sister. And especially when you and your brother and sister is at loggerhead all the time, fighting like Tom and Jerry all the time. And you'll be saying to yourself that it's never going to end. But it can end. It can end if you are determined and you decide that no, enough is enough. We are brother and sisters. We are flesh and blood. So why are we fighting? So if you can like sit your brother, if you can sit them down and talk with them and ask them that that what's going on? What's up? What's happening? What's happening to our relationship? I thought that I thought are we not flesh and blood? Are we not from the same womb? Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? Why is there enmity between us? This is the kind of thing. Yeah, these are the kind of things that you need to talk to your brother and sisters about. If that's part of the issues that some of you face at home, and also if it's at work and you have a problem with your colleague, one of the things that is very important is communication. It's very good that you confront your colleague, you go to your colleague and tell your colleague that, look, listen, that I am not happy with what you did on Monday or on Tuesday. I'm not really happy with it. That, look, listen, that we all are here to work. We all are here to make our money. So there is kind of not really any need for us to be having problems. Every single one of us has our family. Every single one of us has children. So we need to fend for them. We need to hustle for them. So I'm not really happy with what you did, but please, I'm not here to fight you. I'm just here to tell you to please, that it should not happen again. Simple. And as far as you confront your colleague and tell them that, look, you're not happy with what they did, and also tell them that, look, that if such a thing repeats itself again, then I'm sorry, but I'm actually going to have to report you. Once they hear that reporting, they will never ever try it again. They won't try it again. So it's good to actually talk to your colleagues and to tell them as your own fellow worker. Tell them that, yeah, again, if you do this again, I'll report you. And if they do it again, they already know. They already know that you have already warned them the first time, that they won't even try it again. They will not try it again after you've warned them. After you've warned them off, they won't ever repeat it again, because they know that you will report them. And by reporting them, they know that it's either they'll be on suspension until further notice, or they'll be sacked. And they know deep down inside that they're not ready to lose their job. They're not ready to start again. They're not ready to start all over again. Just like we Nigerians say, is that we're not ready to go back to GR1. That's what we Nigerians always say. But yeah, anyway, back to what I'm saying. So another one, meditation. Yeah, is always good. It's always good to meditate. Some people are very stubborn. Yeah, Michael, you're very right. So you're very right about that. Yeah, they are. Some people, they are stubborn. They are just stubborn. Yeah, of course they are. They have that kind of stubborn character, and but unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do but just to talk to them and say and tell them that, look, please, that it would be much appreciated if you don't do those kind of things again, and maybe if you talk to them, I mean, yeah, they may listen. Yeah, they may listen, but we'll see how it goes. So again, meditation is another way. Meditation is another way of reflecting, and thinking about everything that is bothering you. Yeah, every challenges that you're facing, every stress you're facing, meditating is another way as well. And at the same time, if you can, I mean, this is entirely up to you. Again, to as many Christians who are on here, some of them like to meditate on. Some of them like to meditate with the Bible, and they will like, and they also like to meditate on one of their most favorite scriptures in the Bible that they use and meditate, and to also talk to God about as well. So, and also goal setting. I've spoken about goal setting previously as well. This is also another way of self-improvement by setting goals for yourself as well. That's another way of self-improvement, by setting goals for yourself and following those goals. You're really helping yourself. Now, defining clear and achievable goals provides direction and motivation. Goals should be specific, measurable, smart, skills development. Now, continuously learning and acquiring new skills enhance your capabilities and opens up new opportunities. You see? So at the same time you're setting your goals, you are making sure that you're doing everything you can to achieve those goals by looking for new skills, that you want to develop, new skills that maybe, for example, if you're not good with drawing, you're not good with art, you find ways of developing those skills, knowing how to draw, knowing how to paint. And also, if you're also not good with sewing clothes, you also want to develop those skills by knowing how to use the sewing machine. Those are skills that you can develop. And if you eventually manage to develop those skills is what you can, those skills is part of what you can use to is what you can even use to earn as well. Because some people has found new skills for themselves, and they're actually making a living out of it. So that is an opportunity that you can. That's actually a new opportunity that you can actually acquire by developing new skills. Now, this can involve anything from professional skills to personal skills like connection and problem solving, mindset growth. So if you are good with problem solving, that's a skill. That is a good skill. If you're good with problem solving, you're able to solve people's problems. That's a skill, and that's a very good skill that you can develop and also use it and use it to earn a living. Now, cultivating a growth mindset which embraces challenges and views failures as learning opportunity is crucial for self-improvement. Now, one of the things that we need to understand is that, yeah, I mean, yeah, we make mistakes. We make mistakes a lot. But one thing that we should not do, is think that you are a failure, because you're not. You're not a failure. Just like there's that saying that if you fall, yeah, just like that saying that if you fall, you rise up again. Yeah. So even if you make a lot of mistake, you 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 learn from that mistake. You learn from that mistake. You rise up again. You rise up again and start afresh. So we should never ever think to ourselves that we have failed, because we haven't. We've not failed. We have not failed at all. It's just part of that learning process. Now, prioritizing physical and mental health is essential for overall well-being. This include practices developing qualities like empathy, resilience, and integrity. Now, practical approaches to self-improvement. So first of all, it's very, very important that we need to prioritize our mental health. So one of the things that we should not do is to stress too much. I mean, yeah, we have a lot of problems, but we should not let our problems to weigh us down. We should not let it to kind of bother us too much. We should not let it to stress us too much, because the more you stress, one thing you don't seem to realize is that the more you stress, the more gray hairs that you actually get. that's what you don't seem to realize. So it's kind of good that you try not to stress too much, because otherwise your whole hair will be covered in gray. It will be covered in gray. Now, and also your mental health is very good. That it's very good not to stress too much, so that it won't lead you to having a mental breakdown, because too much of stress not good. Now, so practical approaches to self-improvement, things like reading and learning. Now, there are also things that, there's also things that you can do to occupy your mind that will at the same time help you to improve on those things that you're doing. So like books, articles, and online courses provide valuable knowledge and insights. So for example, if you actually want to develop a new skill as well, you can check out online courses that will help in that area, so that you can get more insights and gain knowledge. Now, setting habits, creating positive habits and breaking negative habits is a very important self-improvement to take it on a journey. So the problems and the challenges that you're facing is kind of like where you're on a journey. It's like where you're on a journey to it's that kind of where you're on a journey, that you started a journey and you have not kind of fulfilled that journey, and you're still going through that journey. You're still forging and you're pushing ahead towards that journey, and it's never ending. But you can fulfill that journey. You can fulfill that journey by you can fulfill that journey by working hard to working very hard to acknowledge these habits that you're going through, and breaking the negativity by telling yourself that, look, that I can do these things, I can achieve these things, I can be able to focus and get to where I want to be. So if you actually keep on saying these positive things to yourself, you're overshadowing the negativity that you're thinking on your mind. That's also a way that you can improve in your life. Now, the most important thing is to identify where you want to grow and to take consistent steps towards your goal. So it's very, very good. It's very good to identify the areas in life that you want to grow and to continue to take those steps towards achieving those goals that you've set for yourself. Now, also, self-improvement involves making intentional changes to enhance various aspects of your life: mental, emotional, physical, social, and spiritual. It's intentional. It's intentional. It requires cautious efforts and a commitment to change. So to change change professional guidance. What I'm trying to say is that self-improvement also involves making initial changes in your life. So if you're determined that you want to stop certain habits that you are facing and you stick to it, then you are making those steps. You are on your way to breaking out of those bad habits. And at the same time that you're working towards it, you're helping yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, socially, and spiritually. You're helping yourself in all these areas, because at the same time that you're helping yourself by taking those steps, at the same time, some of you also is praying and asking for guidance to help you to overcome these bad habits. And at the same time, you are committed to overcoming those bad habits. Now, consider therapy, coaching, or mentoring. Mindfulness practices. So one of the things. So mindful practices such as practice meditation, reduce stress. So constantly meditating if you're the kind of person that likes to meditate, like I've said before, some people take up yoga classes because there's a way of them self improving in their life. So they take up yoga classes, and it really helps them. While some people like to meditate at home. So if you're that person that likes to meditate, it really does help to reduce stress. And not even just that. Not even just that. Some people, they actually like those stress balls. I mean, majority of you knows what I mean. Is something that I would actually recommend for you to buy. They sell it in those stationery shops. Yeah, those stationery shops that they sell pens, and they sell notepads, envelope, all those kind of things, and they have and they also have tennis balls, tennis racket, and all of those things. The stress balls, they also have it. Yeah, even me too. I need to me too. I also need to I need to get my hands on one of those things as well. So so I actually kind of recommend that you actually buy one or two of those stress balls, and whenever you're stressed, squeeze it, and it does help. Now, so it's a way of connecting deep into your mind. It's not a one-time fix, but a long but it's not a one-time fix, but it's a lifelong process of growth and adaptation. A holistic approach. True self-improvement addresses all aspects of your life: mental health, emotional regulation, stress management, physical management, physical health, fitness, nutrition, social health, relationships, communication, and professional development. At the same time, self-improvement addresses all these areas in your life. So if you want to improve in your life, it is very good to acknowledge all these issues in your life, and address all these issues. And by addressing all these issues, not on your own, it's very, very good to work with a professional. It's good to work with a professional, work with a counselor or your therapist. It's very good to work with them, so that they can guide you. They can guide you and advise you on ways that you can manage yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's very, very good to be in communication with a professional. It's very good. Even if you don't want to physically see them, it's good that it's good that you book on online sessions with them. Yeah, so it's good to book online sessions with them, and talk to them. Talk out whatever it is that's bothering you. Talk out whatever that problem is or challenges that you are struggling with, and tell them how it's really bothering you. And they know what to do. They know They know what to do. They know the strategies that they can use. They know the tools that they can give you. And if possible, if it's kind of something that is medical, they will actually refer you. They'll refer you to where you need to go to be able to deal with that problem medically. But the most important thing that communication is the key to self-improvement. Communicating with people is the key to your self-improvement. By coming out and talking to a professional about those problems that you are facing. It is very, 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 very important to speak out that problem, because if you don't speak it out to the professional, they will not know, because they're not magicians, they're not psychics, so they can't enter your mind. So they don't have that gift, they don't have that power, so they can't enter your mind to know that problem that you are facing. So it is very good and is very, very important to talk to a professional and tell that professional that problem that you are facing, and they will know what to do and how to handle it. So anyway, guys, I hope that this has really helped as many of you, and I'm happy that even though that not all of you were on, but Michael, thank you for coming on at least. But please, before I go, I am still appealing to as many of you to please, to as many of you that has left us, please all come back. Please come back, because we need as many subscription as possible. So please, I am appealing to as many of you to please come back, and yeah, please come back and don't run away. Please help us to subscribe, to comment, thumb up, do like us, share with your friends, your colleagues, your family member, to as many people as you feel that will benefit from this. And also, please help us to spread this message, and also Mr. Jimmy White, all of these messages. Please help us to spread our messages viral. The narrow way is for Christ. Yes, Michael, you are right. You're definitely right. So please help us to spread this message viral, and to as many people as you know. So once again, is your girl Adez. So I will see you all on tomorrow, and do stay tuned for a brand new topic tomorrow. And yeah, I will see you all on tomorrow. Good night, God bless, and do enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, I'll see you all on tomorrow. Once again, is your girl Adez. Bye for now.